I was left out of my sister's wedding, so I booked a vacation instead. When the wedding completely fell apart, my entire family started desperately trying to contact me. "You're overreacting, it's only a wedding," my mother had said earlier. I wasn't invited to my own sister's big day, so I planned a getaway. A few days later, my phone was flooded with calls and messages from relatives. I kept staring at my screen, rereading the text for the 5th time. "Hey, just a quick note. The guest list is locked in now, and we had to make some difficult choices. Hope you're okay with it. Love you." Difficult choices. Difficult choices. I wasn't a far-removed relative or someone they barely knew anymore. I was her brother. The same brother who had supported her through every breakdown, every failed relationship, and every moment of insecurity. And now she'd casually excluded me like it was nothing. A sharp ache spread through my chest as disbelief set in. I almost chuckled, thinking it must be some kind of error. I picked up the phone and dialed my mom. She answered quickly, sounding cheerful. "Hey, sweetie, how's it going?" I skipped the pleasantries. "I just got a message from Sarah. She says the guest list is final, and I'm not on it." A brief silence followed, just long enough to confirm my fears. "Oh, honey," my mother exhaled. She always used that tone when she wanted to make me feel like I was blowing things out of proportion. "It's only a wedding. Don't turn this into something huge. Only a wedding." Anger burned in my gut. "Are you kidding me?" I asked, keeping my voice steady. "Mom, I'm her brother. How am I not invited to my sister's wedding?" She made a disapproving click with her tongue, like I was a child throwing a fit. "It's not about you personally. They needed to keep numbers down, and—" "Mom," I interrupted. "I just saw Sarah's Instagram story. She's got 150 guests." Another pause, then a strained laugh. "Well, you know weddings cost a fortune, and maybe they figured you wouldn't care about missing it." Felt like a punch to the ribs. "Wouldn't care," I repeated. "Mom, I've always been there for Sarah. I helped her move twice. When she was unemployed, we paid half her rent. I was the one who pulled her through her last breakup. But now, apparently, I wasn't worth a seat at her celebration." "Oh, quit being so theatrical," my mother said with another sigh. "It's one day. You're making too much of it." I let out a bitter, humorless laugh. Making too much of it, got it. I could already see how this would play out. I'd push back. Mom would dismiss me. Sarah would offer some weak apology eventually. I'd be pressured to let it go, because that's what I'd always done. Not anymore. Something inside me snapped. If I wasn't important enough to include, then okay, I wouldn't be around at all. I ended the call without another word and started scrolling on my phone. If I wasn't going to her wedding, I'd be somewhere far better. I was taking a trip. The more I dwelled on it, the more furious I grew. I wasn't someone who held grudges over small stuff. I'd let plenty go in the past. Sarah often forgot my birthday. She only reached out when she needed help. Mom always expected me to be the flexible one. Sarah got away with everything. But this crossed a line I'd never seen before. I wasn't going to sit home feeling sorry for myself while they celebrated without me. If I didn't matter enough to be invited, then I didn't matter enough to drop everything for them either. I opened my laptop and searched for flights. If Sarah was getting her perfect day, I was claiming the best week of my own. Took under an hour to organize everything. I booked an all-inclusive stay at a luxury resort in the Caribbean. Ocean view suite, spa treatments, private beach access. I'd always told myself a trip like that was too extravagant. Not this time. This wasn't just a vacation. It was a declaration. When the wedding weekend arrived, I was already airborne, sipping champagne in first class. I posted a photo, feet up, glass in hand, with the caption, "Guess I didn't make the cut for the guest list, but I'll manage somehow." The responses rolled in fast. A few cousins sent laughing reactions. My aunt, the only sensible one in the bunch, commented, "Good for you. Wish you'd brought me along." But the highlight? Messages from my mom. 3 in quick succession. "Where are you? Are you really skipping your sister's wedding over this? This is childish. Childish? I was just warming up. I replied with a shot of the turquoise ocean from my window, then powered off my phone. I wasn't letting them ruin my peace. Not this time. For the first time in ages, I was choosing myself over family. And it felt amazing. By the time I landed in paradise, any remaining doubt had vanished. The warm tropical air hit me as I stepped outside the airport, carrying scents of salt and blooming flowers. A private transfer waited. A sleek black SUV with cool towels and iced water ready. This beat any wedding by miles. As we cruised along the coastline, I realized how spot on my choice had been. Back home, they were likely rushing through final preparations. Mom probably making up excuses for my absence. Sarah laughing with her friends, not sparing me a thought. But here I wasn't an afterthought. Here I was the main focus. My focus. The resort was straight out of a dream. Towering palms in the open lobby. Breezy architecture letting the sea air flow through. Service so attentive they handed you a welcome drink before check-in. My suite, beyond words. Wall-to-wall windows, private balcony, the plushest king bed imaginable. I dropped my bags, stepped outside, and soaked it in. Then, for good measure, I snapped a photo of the view and posted. When one invitation falls through, another opens. Straight to a beachfront suite with endless cocktails. I knew it'd reach them somehow, and honestly, I wanted it to. For once, they could feel what exclusion was like. And I was far from done. My first full day was pure bliss. Started with room service breakfast. Perfect pancakes. Ripe tropical fruit. Coffee that spoiled me for life. Then I spent hours doing exactly what I pleased. No obligations. No family chaos. Just me, the sea, and a schedule built around my happiness. By afternoon, I was stretched out on a lounger by the infinity pool, cold drink in hand, watching waves crash. Occasionally I'd glance at my phone, not for family updates, but to see reactions piling up on my posts. The comments were priceless. Cousin Alex? Man, where even are you? Aunt Karen? All right, now you're rubbing it in. An old friend? Next time take me. Then a notification that made me grin. Sarah viewed your story. Finally, she noticed. I pictured her in hair and makeup, scrolling Instagram, stressed about her big day, only to see me living my best life. Perfect. I relaxed back, sipped my drink, and thought, enjoy your moment, sis. Hope it's everything you dreamed. But as sunset approached, things shifted dramatically. My phone began blowing up. At first I ignored it, probably more likes on my photos. Then I saw the senders, Mom, Sarah, Cousin Alex, even Uncle Mike. Endless calls, texts pouring in. I arched a brow and finally checked. The first from Mom. Call me. Emergency. Emergency. Like me showing up to the wedding? I exhaled, wondering if I even wanted details. Then Alex messaged again. Bro, you won't believe this. Now curiosity won. I scrolled through everything. And it hit me, the universe had delivered the ultimate payback. Because Sarah's perfect wedding had imploded spectacularly. I read the flood of updates, my grin widening with each one. Alex, you seriously dodged a disaster. Mom, call immediately. This is a family emergency. Sarah, please, where are you? I need you right now. I settled deeper into my chair, took another sip of my cocktail and kept reading. Then one message made me laugh outright. From Cousin Mia. The groom just bailed. I nearly spilled my drink. The groom walked out? This was too good. Curiosity fully hooked me, so I finally replied to Alex. Me, what do you mean he bailed? Alex. Right in the middle of the reception. Massive blowout fight. Then he just left the venue. Alex again. Oh. And Uncle Mike and Dad started yelling about who was embarrassing the family more. Grandma broke down crying. Venue shut the bar early. Total chaos. I leaned back, smiling broadly. Sarah had decided she didn't need me there. And now, suddenly I was the one they all turned to. I could hear Mom's voice already. You have to fix this. Sarah's destroyed. Yeah, hard pass. Next message was from Sarah herself. Pick up. Please. I need my brother. Suddenly I mattered. I breathed deeply and typed one reply. Sorry. Busy enjoying my overreaction. Hope the day was great. Then I blocked her number. Blocked Mom's. Blocked Alex too in case he got roped into their campaign. Switched to do not disturb. Flagged the bartender for another round. While my family unraveled, I was in heaven. And unbothered. The next morning, I woke to gentle waves lapping the shore. Salt air and flowers drifting in through open doors. I stretched, feeling renewed. For a peaceful moment, I nearly forgot the mess back home. Nearly. Then I checked my phone. Even with blocks, over 20 missed calls from unknown numbers. They'd tried every trick. A few voicemails snuck through. Against my instincts, I listened to the first. Mom, panicked. I don't know what game you're playing, but this isn't the moment for your sulking. Your sister is shattered. We need you home. Family sticks together. I rolled my eyes and deleted. Next, Sarah sobbing. I don't get why you're acting like this. You're my brother. I need you. Please call. Deleted. Then one that cracked me up. Alex whispering like he was sneaking. Dude, Mom and Aunt Karen are plotting to ambush your apartment when you return. FYI. Also, Grandma swears the wedding was jinxed because you weren't invited. It's comedy gold. That one? Saved. I tossed the phone aside, stepped onto the balcony. Sunrise painted the ocean gold. I inhaled deeply, letting calm wash over me. Back home, they were scrambling for damage control. Here, I sipped coffee in a robe, reveling in my smartest move ever. Best of all, they were tasting what I'd felt. Excluded, overlooked, unimportant, almost poetic. But I wasn't through. I snapped breakfast. Fluffy pancakes, vibrant fruit, a sparkling mimosa, and posted, kicking off the day drama-free. Hope things are calm back home. For kicks, I peeked at blocked notifications, smirked at the desperation, ordered another mimosa. No plans to respond. Let them handle their fallout. I was on holiday. By noon, I was in a private cabana, sipping a fruity drink with an umbrella when my phone buzzed. This time, Cousin Mia. I get you're furious, and you should be, but you need to hear the latest. Call me. You'll love it. I smiled. Mia was the only cousin with real sense. If she said it was worth hearing, it was. So I called. She picked up instantly. Thank God. Okay. You ready? I glanced at the endless sea, drink cold in hand. Yeah. I'm in the perfect spot. Mia laughed excitedly. After the groom bolted, Sarah lost it completely. Not quiet tears. Screaming, sobbing, hurling things at the bridal party. I grinned. Sounds accurate. Mia went on, barely containing herself. Everyone tried calming her. Then Mom overheard Aunt Karen say the whole disaster might have been prevented if you'd been there. I paused. Wait, seriously? Mia burst out laughing. Yes. She said you're always the fixer when Sarah spirals, that you'd have talked the groom down or managed it like usual. I laughed hard. So the family that banned me is now blaming me for not saving the day I wasn't invited to. It gets richer, Mia said. Mom called Karen absurd, and they started arguing. Loudly. Then Grandma jumped in, telling Sarah she brought it on herself. For disrespecting family by excluding her brother. I nearly dropped my drink laughing. Mia was howling. Grandma straight up lectured her in front of everyone. If you'd valued your family, you wouldn't be standing alone in that dress. I wiped tears of laughter. That's poetic justice. Oh, and Mom tried calling the groom's parents to patch things? Mia added. His mom basically said, your problem now. I set my drink down to avoid spilling from laughter. So where's Sarah at now? Mia sighed. Still crying. Still pointing fingers at everyone but herself. Word is she's scheming some salvage plan, but honestly, she won't bounce back. I shook my head, still smiling. You know the best part? What? I sipped slowly. I genuinely don't care. Mia roared. Can't blame you. Just thought you'd enjoy Karma's work. Oh, I do, I said. Thanks for the scoop, Mia. Anytime. Keep enjoying that trip. You earned it. I hung up, more content than in years. They wanted a wedding without me. Now, thanks to their choices, they got a catastrophe instead. I raised my glass to the sky, toasted my greatest choice, then silenced my phone and reclined in the cabana. Let the ocean breeze carry away any leftover resentment. For the rest of the day, no phone checks. Instead, a sunset boat tour. Warm wind, exquisite seaside dinner. While family pieced together the wreckage, I savored the finest steak of my life. At one point, I wondered if I should pity her, then recalled how easily she'd cut me out. Nope. I sipped wine, captured one final sunset shot, posted, not a single regret. With a satisfied smile, I powered off again. Let them simmer, I was through being their safety net. Next morning, I woke lighter than in years. No guilt, no stress, no sudden family fires for me to extinguish. Just me, crashing waves, endless relaxation. I stretched, ordered breakfast, and, curiously, turned the phone on. Big mistake. Notifications exploded instantly. Mom. Stop behaving like a kid and call. Sarah. I can't believe you do this to me. You're so selfish. Mom again. This isn't a joke. Sarah's heartbroken. Do you even care? Unknown, probably aunt. We have to mend this family soon. I groaned, shaking my head, astonishing how fast they flipped from ignoring me to demanding I repair everything. Then one stood out. Mia, I know you're ghosting most, but read this. Mom's organizing a family meeting for when you return. Heads up. I nearly laughed. They assumed I'd come crawling back, ready to absorb the guilt and act like nothing happened. Not a chance. I texted Mia, appreciate the warning, but I won't be attending. Mia, wait, what? Me, extending my stay. They cut me out? Fine. I'm cutting ties for now. I could picture her stunned grin. Seconds later, Mia, that's legendary. Spill all the details when you're back. Whenever that is, LOL. I smiled, opened my laptop. A few clicks, trip officially lengthened by a full week. No family, no drama, no mandatory talks, just me in paradise. They'd never let me have this peace before. Best part? They were powerless. Before hitting the beach, I sent one last group text to Mom and Sarah. Oh, now you need me around? Sorry. Too occupied with my overreaction. Good luck sorting your own chaos. Then permanently blocked those numbers. Set the phone aside. Ordered a fresh drink. Let the sun soak into my skin. No guilt. No pressure. Zero regrets. Just serenity. And it was the greatest choice I'd ever made.